Okay, we would love to hear your experience at Winter Harvest in Idaho last week.
All right. It was amazing. I know you hear that all the time when people go on these things. It's amazing. I just got home late Saturday night, and then yesterday hit the ground running, and then today it's been some doctor stuff with my mom. So I truly am just going to go off of memory. I have no notes. I have nothing, but there's so much. I'm going to try not to make it sound like a family vacation where you just go on and on and on about things. So I just want to hit some highlights. First and foremost, I want to say, if you ever get the chance to visit one of the farms, grab it. I mean, there's some investment in doing that, but it's not huge. Airfare is the main thing. Everything else is kind of part of the experience. So it's not if you can time it and budget, start. It's amazing. You learn so much. You take away great little nuggets of information, and you see the farm completely different from the other side. Just to start off, we had no downtime. I was having to apologize to my husband for not calling him more because there was no time. But we start from the very beginning. You get to experience the trimming of the trees and the mulching of the trees and tearing them up, taking them down and shipping them. Everybody got to ride in the tractor and get to see the whole experience. And to a T, every person that works there treated you like royalty and treated you like you are an honored guest. Every time we got on a piece of equipment, they just went into detail of what this equipment did, how you used it, and how the farm benefited from it. It is so fun to see them just almost kind of geek out on their farm because they are telling you everything about it and they're passionate. They would giggle when they talked about what we did at the farm. But in a nutshell, we went through seed to sale. We got to see them harvest the trees, and then we carried the logs. I was in the truck carrying the log to the pile. And the neat thing about it, Young Living, is every single piece, every granule is used. Nothing is wasted. So if it was part of the tree trunk that is not going to be used for oils, then they were mulching it and they were carrying it and scattering it around. It was just amazing how much pride they took into their farm. Then after we mulched it, then we went and got to see our mulch carried in a great big trunk to the distillery, and it was carted out, dragged out, and we got in a skeet skier, some kind of a piece of equipment, and carried it, which I learned that's not in my skill set, is using that piece of equipment, but because you have to go backwards than your hand tells you to do. But we got to take it and get all of the mulch and put it in the distillery and get on top of it, stomp it down, and see just what they would do if we weren't there. So we were doing exactly what they were doing. And then it was distilled overnight. And then the next day we got to go to the whole process of the oils and seeing the oils come out of the plant and being taken from area to area. And, I think of Young Living, when I think of it, I think about this ginormous place. It's really a tight knit area where everyone is together and everyone is jumping in, and it's a small, just from one little room to the next room. One of the things I was so impressed with was everyone is involved. When we first got there, these precious ladies were there to greet us and to help us get all set up. And that's what I thought their job was. Nope. The next day I see them and they are running the equipment. And then later on the next day, they are actually involved in the raindrop technique, because we all got to go through a raindrop technique. And these ladies were hands-on showing us how to do it. So they were invested in every single part of the process too. And there's such passion from the people that work there. And they're so proud to show off their farm. The ladies in the science department, big words, lots of big words used in that area, that we got to see how they actually have monarch butterflies that they have just started raising so that they can use them as they are supporting the plant life. Then they would do a row of this plant and a row of that plant and a row of this plant, just to balance nature. The whole process was so rewarding. And I left there, you can imagine, I left there really motivated and excited. And I get the vision. I see what Gary is talking about when when he was so proud and kind of nerdy about his farm, because there's just so much to it, and every single person involved in it was passionate about it. I did write a couple of notes while I was waiting on you guys. I'm probably going to leave some stuff out, but we were 50 miles away from the Canadian border. So that was a really cool experience. The whole week flew by. It just flew by with so much going on. Allie, jump in on anything that you can think of. I don't want it to be just on and on about my summer vacation.
Did you got some raindrop training, right, while you were there?
Yeah, we did. That's what I was saying. The girls that worked there, they were helping with the prepare everything for the rooms. They were involved in the raindrop training. We actually were trained by Tamara, and we did a raindrop on a partner. And then after lunch, we came back and we reversed. And it was details. It was details. I'm not going to be Elizabeth, that I could go and help someone, but I think I could get online and kind of muddle through after all of that. It was just, I left excited and understanding why people are so passionate, even more so in Young Living, because of what they have to support us. And the people there stopped us all the time. What can we do? How can we help you? What will make it better for you? What will make it a better experience? It was a dream. It was a dream. If you can go, you need to go. You learn so much. I understand a little better everything that goes on in the process. And I think I'm going to be able to speak with authority when I'm talking to someone about what it means, to have the seed to seal process.